Hey guys, got a few requests from some of my southern friends down south to see my ice fishing gear, my ice fishing loadout, what I use for ice fishing here in Michigan. So I thought I would share it with you guys, so let's check it out. So we'll start out with how I get through the ice, and as we get the first safe ice, I always take a spud with me. And for those of you that don't know what a spud is this a real heavy piece of iron with a flat surface and a sharp edge on there. Got a handle on it. I'll show you guys the end there, see if you guys can see that. And you just sharpen this edge, and basically what you do, it helps when you're checking the ice when you're going out, especially when you get the first safe ice. Make sure that there's no weak spots. And also you can just use this to do your holes before the ice gets really thick. So I like to take the spud with me out. Every winter I'll take this edge to the grinder, get it nice and sharp, ready for the season. Second thing is, when the ice starts to get really thick and you're not worried about falling through 4, 5, 6 inches of ice, it's nice to have this auger. Now I can't remember what brand of auger this is, but it just drills right through the ice, and then it has these replaceable blades here. They just bolt on, and so when these start to get dull, you can file them up for a while, but it's just as cheap to go and buy replacement blades for it. Next thing is my fishing poles and bucket, and a lot of times I'll just grab this bucket, throw some stuff in it with a fishing pole and the auger and a scoop, and just take this bucket with me out there for a few hours. I'm standing most of the time, but a few of the poles that I have here, there is 2 poles out of here that I got at a yard sale for a great deal. This is going to be my jigging pole. This is I want to say it's a 4 foot maybe. Yeah, 4.5 foot. Just your standard rod on here. Got some line in the mail coming for this, and this is what I'll use for jigging for walleyes or perch or bigger fish. Next one I have in here, and this one I had for quite some time now. It's I think it's a custom rod. It doesn't have any name on it. A lot of custom built rods up here, if you know the right people. I get this little spool reel here, and it just unlocks, and it's not made for reeling in the fish like you would think. It's just to hold the line. You're pan fishing, a lot of times we'll just back up and keep backing up till the fish comes out. But I got some 2-pound test fluorocarbon for this one. The next is similar, and this is the other yard sale one, but this is a nice pretty rod, and yeah, I think this is another custom, but it's got this it's got a little bit different type of reel, kind of what you would think is like a fly rod reel. And like I said, this one isn't made for reeling up the fish. It's just made for setting a hook and backing up and pulling them out. I have 3-pound test Berkeley ice line on here, and it's blue, and that blue really helps tie in knots and stuff in the wintertime. Sometimes you just, with a lot of the clear line, you just can't see the line with all the snow. I just got it rigged up here with a little lead jig, a little bobber. And then the last one I'm using this year, I got several different ice fishing poles, but these are the 4 mainly that I'm going to be using. And this is a standard, what you would see in Walmart or sporting goods shops. Just a little ice fishing pole. Pick these up anywhere, dirt cheap. Got these little legs on here so you can set it right above the hole. And I just got this set up with a bobber, and I have a treble hook on here. And mainly what I'll use this for is just crappie fishing. If I'm going to use minnows, live bait, I'll set that down there and just let that set. And on this I have 4-pound Berkeley ice line on it. So these are the rods I'm going to be using this year. I got several more in the basement that I've been digging out and cleaning. I haven't been on the ice in a couple of years. We've had crappy ice, so hopefully we'll get some good ice this year and I'll get to break these newer poles in. If I'm going out for longer trips on the ice, half the day, all day long, I take my ice box here, and a lot of people make their own ice boxes. There's several people around here that make these ice boxes, but it carries everything you need for a day: extra clothes, maybe food, your lantern, poles on the side. We'll take a closer look at that now. It's just a box you sit on. It's got a storage compartment here. You can put gear down here, extra fishing stuff, lures. I got the Coleman lantern mantles, extra mantles, and then this ice puck. This ice puck's pretty cool because you put your bait, your maggots, or your wax worms in here, and it's insulated, so your bait isn't going to freeze right off the back. Then it's got this lantern storage here. You put your Coleman lantern in there, turn it on, and you sit there, have some heat for your hands, warm up your hands, and then you get some light out the front there with the window. Has a couple rod holders right there, and then of course that cord to carry it. I'll put my ice box on a sled. My other sled that I had kind of fell apart on me, but this one I'm going to use this year. Makes it a lot easier pulling your stuff. You can strap your ice bud on the side. You can strap a bucket on the back, and just pull everything over the snow. Makes it a lot easier to get your stuff. So what I'll do with this is I'll just take a couple bungee cords, bungee this down, get me a long cord so I can pull it behind me out to where I'm going fishing. A new item that I'm going to be using this year is this handmade, handcrafted polar fleece hoodie. It's a double polar fleece. It's reversible, but the MI Timber Wookie's wife makes these, and they are awesome. She sells them at her shop, Box of Rain, on Facebook. I'll leave a link in the description. Also makes a bunch of cool ice fishing jigs, but this is really cool. This will go over your hats and everything. Just get this sucker on there. Goes over everything, all your collar and everything that you have up here. It's big enough. And then you can just cinch it back. It's got a cinch strap like that. And this makes stuff really warm when you're sitting out there all day. And it's reversible, so if I want to have the black on the outside, I can have the black on the outside. And then also, if you just want it around your neck, you can just have it around your neck. So I'm really excited about this product, using it on the ice this year. Then of course I always bring a lantern with me. I either put it in the bucket if I'm taking a bucket, or like I said, it fits down like this. You get it going. You got light out front, got some heat coming up for your hands. A lot of places up north, they get a lot of ice. They're able to take out big old ice shanties to fish on lakes all season. all decked out and everything. Down here, a lot of people will have the pop-up tent like ice shanties. I'm not going to purchase one because a lot of winters it's hit or miss. You may get out for a few weeks, and a few weeks out of the year is not worth paying $300-500 for pop-up shanties. I'm just as happy sitting on the ice when I can get out there and go fishing. So guys, we'll wrap this video up with looking at some ice fishing jigs and lures that I use here. Getting a little windy out. There's a lot of jigs, different colors. Let's see if we get a good look at them. Some of these are made by M.I. Timber Wookie's wife, which you can also purchase on her Box of Rain site. Just a slew of colors, and they're just basically lead painted jigs. Some of them got like little spinners on them. On this side, I don't know how well you can see this, you know, but some bobbers, small bobbers, and then these are the Rapalas. Let me show you one of these Rapalas real quick that when I was talking about jigging. Basically, hooks in the back, it's got this fin, and when you jig it, it wants to swim jig it once and it'll swim back and forth. And these are Rapalas, all different sizes, colors for different fish there. Of course, some hooks, some treble hooks, some lead sinkers and things like that. Keep it in this nice little Plano box here. Does great. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Lakes ain't quite frozen yet. They should be snapping shut here within this week or so, and then within another week or so we should probably be on the ice fishing, so hopefully get a bunch of footage of some ice fishing. Justin wants to go and do a bunch of adventures, so we'll get out there and do that. We got a snowstorm coming in, probably they're saying 5 to 8 inches lake effect snow, and it's probably in the teens right now. It's pretty cold out. We've already got probably 3 or 4 inches out here, and plow's been going up and down the road. Got my snow blower out, getting it all ready. But enough rambling. Thanks for watching the video. Until the next time, take care.